I've been talking about how one has to integrate the economic message with the abortion message, with the crime message. And today, listening to former President Obama in Michigan was like he put the message together as one piece. And not only that, in a funny package. But you know what? If we do that, if Democratic politicians do this ad nauseum and work on their Go TV, yeah, we could have a blue wave. I want you to listen to this and then we'll take it on the other side.
So inflation's a problem. What is the Republican answer? Look, I mean, if they had a great answer, that'd be one thing. You know what their big economic policy is? They want to gut Social Security and Medicare and then give big tax cuts to the wealthy and the most successful corporations in the world. That's their answer for everything. Back in 2008, 2010, inflation was low, unemployment was high. What was their answer? Tax cuts for the wealthy and cut back on Social Security and Medicare. It doesn't matter what the problem is. Listen, if there was an asteroid heading towards Earth and we got everybody in a room said, what are we going to do? I think we should cut taxes for the wealthy. No, that's not going to help you. How's that going to help you? It's great, I guess, if you only have one answer to every economic problem. Democrats have actual plans to take on drug companies to get lower prices, to get the oil industry to clean up its act, to pass laws to make housing more affordable. Leaders like Gretchen Whitmer are working to make sure cars are being built and high-tech manufacturing is being done right here in Michigan instead of China. That's an actual plan. And that's the choice in this election. That's what this is all about. You hear the Republicans talk a lot about crime right now. Crime has gone up over the last 7 years, by the way. They act like it just happened just last year, as if like the previous president wasn't there. And by the way, it didn't just happen in so-called blue states. Turns out it's gone up in conservative rural states too, where Republicans are in charge. They don't mention that in the ads. So here's the question. Who will fight to keep you and your family safe? Is it Republican politicians who want to flood our streets with more guns, who actually voted against more resources for police department? Or is it leaders like Gary Peters, Debbie Stabenow, Haley Stevens, Rashida Tlaib, Brenda Lawrence, who worked with President Biden to pass the first major gun safety legislation in nearly 30 years? That's the choice in this election. That's what's at stake right now. Michigan, who will fight for your freedom? Is it a bunch of Republican politicians and judges who think they should get to decide when you start a family or how many children you have, who you marry or who you love? Or is it leaders like Gretchen Whitmer who believe that the freedom to make these personal decisions belong to every American, not politicians in Washington? That's the choice in this election. That's what you have to decide. Who's going to fight to make our democracy actually work? I've been reading up on some of these candidates on the other side. Lord have mercy.
Now, this isn't very hard. This isn't even rocket science. Obama didn't even go as hard as I would like him to go against Republican policy that kills. I mean, I would have loved for him to go into, and they're going to destroy Medicare Medicare with Medicare Advantage, and they're going to destroy the affordable health care in the form that they implement it. They're going to do all these negative things to policies that help people. I would have loved for him to get into more detail, but sometimes Americans don't want to hear the details. Sometimes they want to just hear you say, they're doing a bad thing, and here's what we're going to do correctly for you. And the other thing that I'm glad that he did, he made it clear the crime issue isn't a issue for blue states. It's an issue that started way under President Trump's reign. But I also wish he had dug in a little bit deeper and said, do you want to follow the lead of the red states where their murder rate is 40% above blue states? Do you really want to go there? But I mean, he didn't go that hard, that negative. Maybe that's best. I don't know. But I wish he did. But whatever the case is, he brought the whole thing, he closed the entire circle. And that is what Democrats need to do in these last 10 days. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead. Number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.